Hello, this is Daryl Tavar, reporting for Fire Tech 105, reporting on the Witch Creek Fire in San Diego, California. On October 21st, 2007, 12:35 p.m., the Witch Creek Fire broke out in the Witch Creek area of East Ramona, a city located within San Diego County. The Witch Creek Fire is one fire of a series of fires that occurred during the 2007 wildfire fiasco. An intriguing fact about this fire is that it just started 4 days before the 4-year anniversary of the 2003 Cedar Fire, which burned over 200 acres. As a side note, I personally had to evacuate from my home in both the Cedar and Witch Creek fires. To prevent the loss of life, an aggressive evacuation plan was set in place to get people out of harm's way. Local law enforcement went to neighborhoods directly in the fire's path and issued a mandatory evacuation. At the same time, surrounding neighborhoods were issued voluntary evacuations via a reverse 911 system and public announcements. The reverse system received some criticism because the emergency calls were made even after mandatory evacuations had already started in that area. Evacuees were directed at Qualcomm Stadium, home of the San Diego Chargers, AFC West champions. This has been the largest evacuation in the region. More people were evacuated during the 2007 wildfires than when Katrina hit New Orleans. As a matter of fact, more than 500,000 people were evacuated from 346,000 homes in San Diego County alone. While I was working during the fire, my employer shut us down for the week. Ashes were flying everywhere, and when you look up in the sky, all you can see is a haze of gray and orange from the smoke in the air. All public schools were closed due to health reasons, and as many as 12,000 people called Qualcomm Stadium home for the following week. In an effort to contain the fire, 25 engines responded immediately, 10 from CAL FIRE and 15 from San Diego City Fire Department and other local departments. The Department of Defense contributed 12 engines as the fire continued to spread throughout California. Resources were stretched thin as CAL FIRE, City of San Diego, local law enforcement, CHP, and other local agencies tried to put out the fire and control the chaos that was going on. What makes this fire so devastating is that the fire spread to the rest of Southern California. Fire spread from San Diego County all the way north to Ventura County. The Harris Fire, which affected the southern part of San Diego, made matters worse as many of the resources were focused on fighting the Witch Creek Fire. Both the 5 and 15 freeways were closed because the fire jumped the freeway as it was spreading. The citizens of San Diego were essentially trapped as 2 of the major freeways were closed and blocked. 15 days later, the fire was contained. However, it came with a price. Close to 200,000 acres were burned, 1,125 residential homes destroyed, and 77 residential structures damaged. However, two citizens paid the greatest price when they died to fire-related hazards. 40 of the hundreds of firefighters that fought the blaze were injured. However, none were killed. In addition to structural damage and injuries, the Witch Fire cost taxpayers $18 million in damages to date. The citizens of San Diego were exposed to harsh air quality, which may have caused disease and death which cannot be accounted for. Family heirlooms were burned and important documents were destroyed. Families were displaced and faced physical trauma as many homeowners did not carry enough insurance to cover the damage or their destroyed home. On a personal note, I witnessed the fire firsthand. I was forced to evacuate my home and my engine in my car was filled with ash. I must say the citizens of San Diego stepped up to the plate and helped their fellow man when in need. The evacuees that were staying at Qualcomm Stadium had enough food, water, and clothing to last them their entire stay. Medical assistance was abundant and religious groups were available for counseling. Even the CERT team had a chance to utilize their skills as they were activated for the first time in the region since the CERT team was created. The County of San Diego is in an ongoing battle to prevent large wildfires in the future, looking to develop better notification systems and getting rid of hazardous power lines in areas that are susceptible to rapid spread of fire. Thank you for watching coverage of the Witch Creek Fire for Fire Tech 105. This is Daryl Tabar signing out.